Due to this divine wisdom, remembrance. I'm wiping this white flag.
Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned in to Kingdom Things Podcast. I'm here within Kingdom Things Podcast. I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or my soul, or the Most High, or Shekinah. I'm actually the biblically prophesied Messiah, the Jewish widely awaited Mashiach. Full circle moment alert. So are you? Why, Ashley? Thank you for asking me this question. What I have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. We are awakening the masses as a human culture of planet Earth to remember our home amongst the celestial bodies, to remember our home amongst the remembrance that we are divinity, to remember our home amongst the frequencies of unconditional love within our heart spaces. Again, within Kingdom Things Podcast, I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or my soul, your soul, the Akashic Record, the Akashic Book of Experience, the Most High, Elohim, Shekinah, in order to assist in this time as humanity, as we awaken within the dream, awaken to our limitless potentials within the illusion of finite, within the experience of finite, to do what? To grow and evolve our energies, or our tikkun, or our ancestral histories. Tikkun being a Hebrew word meaning rectification. To grow and evolve our energies into something else, more wellness, more balance. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 Prophecy, the Most High, the oneness of all things, source consciousness, God consciousness, the Most High Prime Source, states, Elohim Shekinah, Allah, states that we will be a human culture of planet Earth with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty by the year 2033. And the masses will have the consciousness, evolution, maturity, maturation, the spiritual maturation to understand wisdoms, remembrance, and access to the wisdoms to remember our innate power to co-create our reality, to show up in our reality as our limitless potentials, or as more of our limitless potentials, as a journey of aligning to our innate co-creator, universal creator energy, or our divine presence is an infinite forever journey. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 30 minutes a day, every day. Correction. Sit with yourself for at least 1 hour a day, every day, consecutively. Ask yourself, hey self, hey soul, what do I need to know? Hey limitless potentials, internally, that's one with all things in existence. What do I need to know to become more consciously aware, more in alignment, more universally aligned with my limitless nature, to be who I intended to be before I incarnated and took on my tikkuns, or my ancestral lineage, or my ancestral inheritance, which brought me to an amnesiatic state, or the illusion of finite, or the illusion of limitation, lack, to where I forgot who I am and my limitless potentials. What I need to know to align with more of my limitless potentials, wait for the answers, because they will present themselves. They will present themselves. As we're awakening, we're coming on to our different spiritual gifts, our extrasensory perception, our multidimensionality, our psychic abilities. Like myself, I use my psychic abilities, my extrasensory perception, my multidimensionality to channel energies and messages from all throughout God's creation. I call myself a shaman mama. I channel energies and messages throughout God's creation, or through my inner space, through my consciousness, connecting internally to my consciousness to all things. So whatever I need to know, when I ask myself in meditation, whatever it is I'm healing or working through, and my soul's like, hey, go ahead and channel this into the podcast, and channel this being, you're going to channel this being, you're going to channel, we're going to talk about this, you healed this, let's go ahead and transmit energies in the podcast to help, humanity heal this. And that's how we have Kingdom Things Podcast. I actually recorded my journey, my rapid spiritual awakening journey, rapid spiritual awakening within the podcast. I wasn't always so remembered to my extrasensory perception. Actually, I've always operated out of multidimensionality, but I didn't consciously know this was what I was doing. And the divine tells me every human does this in some way. We operate out of what we would call a supernatural ability or a psychic ability, but it's just our normality. It's just the way we've always operated. So we didn't know that it was an extrasensory perception ability or psychic ability or multidimensionality. So throughout the podcast, the divine's like, hey, Ashley, if you want the life that I've seated in your heart space, if you want to live the life in this tangible reality, as you've had visions and downloads about all of your life, you have to become everything I created you to be. And that's when I started following my heart space and got the divine mandate to start the podcast. And that's actually where I got my spiritual inheritance, or my spiritual identity. I channeled it into the podcast. And we're truly one, 0 degrees of separation. So my wisdoms that I channel from my Akashic record, my story, I hope it inspires. It is to inspire you to awaken to your divine presence, the divine mandate over your existence, or the reason you came into reality, the reason why you came into existence. I channel from my heart space. Whenever God or creation needs something else to continue to grow and evolve, it has a natural disposition to create it, for it to come into existence. Every human being is a fruit of creation's natural disposition to create what it needs to continue to grow and evolve. So again, sit with yourself for at least 1 hour a day. Ask yourself, hey soul, what do I need to know? What do I, to come into alignment with more of my limitless potentials, who I intended to be, the energy I intended to carry, to seed the seeds of the fruit that I am on the planet, to help contribute to no disease, no death, no war, no famine, war, peace, no poverty, and whatever else you find in your heart space that you came to the planet to contribute for a well-balanced human culture, planet Earth. Which brings me to the human dharmic purpose. As biblically prophesied, the divine says the human being of planet Earth was created to be limitless potentials in the tangible. We're actually amongst races, trillions, infinite races of star beings that are infinite potential. They've graduated, evolved into a consciousness expansion where they don't choose death. We're doing the same. We're limitless potentials. In the mirror of the divine wants to know, what do we create with our experience as human beings of planet Earth, or as the bipedal man? I'm going to link below in the reference content. The bipedal man, we're not the only bipedal man within galactic creation. There are many other bipedal man colonies within galactic creation. And the divine's intentions with creating the bipedal man is to create a stark, unconditional love. And as well as compassion, an unconditional love, mastering the principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in my reality is a mirror of the energies that I hold on the inside. What is it? What do we create with mastering this understanding that everything in our reality is a mirror to what we hold on the inside? What do we create? 1, and 2, the experiences that we've had within the galactic creation alone since the beginning of space and time. I'll do a quick synopsis. The galactic creation, or tangible reality, manifested as fruit of creation's natural disposition to continue to grow and evolve. The beginning of space and time, the 6 spheres of creation came together. This is an analogy, the way my soul spoke it to me. I've perceived other stories within Judaism. I think 7 spheres of creation. I channeled 6 spheres of creation. The beginning of space and time, 6 spheres of creation. And the divine said that doesn't matter as much. The number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's more of what can you learn from yourself, from the ideology that 6 spheres of creation came together to create the energy in which you're made of. What can you learn from this? So 6 spheres of creation came together, and they made another energy with the intention to make a more powerful, potent, omnipotent creator energy, another sphere of creation. When the 6 spheres of creation came together, it created chaos, a dysfunctional energy or sphere of creation. And that's where galactic creation, space and time, tangible reality came into manifestation to assist with balancing out the spheres of creation, the 6 spheres of creation at the beginning of space and time coming together to create a more omnipotent creator power energy. Spawn space and time galactic creation, as well as the makings of the bipedal man. So all of our experience as our energies that manifest our humans, all of the experience that we have experienced throughout all of space and time, the divine is like, y'all are the mastery of unconditional love, or the understanding that everything in your reality is a mirror of the energies in which you hold. What do you create with this knowing? Waking up within the dream, waking up within the illusion of within the illusion of finite as limitless, remembering your limitless potentials of your soul potential, your divine potentials, wisdoms, chakma, bina, intuitive knowledge, chakma, divine wisdom. Chakma is Hebrew for divine wisdom. Bina is Hebrew for intuitive knowledge. What do you remember? What do you create? The divine wants to know what do we create? We're created to be happy, well, and balanced. Journey our lives inquisitively. Again, with understanding that everything in our reality is a projection of the energies that we hold. Journey our lives with a disposition of wonder, whimsy, a childlike quality where we don't fear as much as we are excited to know what we're going to learn about ourselves today. Excited what we're going to create with our minds and the focus of our energy. What we can create with focusing our energy in our minds. What we can create with focusing our energies in our minds. What we can create with focusing our energies in our minds. So today, as y'all saw in the title, we are channeling the Galactic Federation of Light. I have my notes over here because once I get to start talking and channeling, sometimes I go blank, and I want to make sure I hit these points. Today we're channeling the Galactic Federation of Light, as well as the Pleiadian High Council of Light. Pleiadian High Council of Light. And then we also have Sumerian gods and goddesses. We are channeling Ereshkigal, Sumerian goddess, Anu, a Sumerian god, and Lil, a Sumerian god, Enki, Sumerian god, a Sumerian god. Now, I was guided to preface the channeling with a little bit of my story. So I am multiracial, right? I have European, Native American, and African American or African heritage, blood. I remember now I know it was a download. When I was a kid, I used to ponder a lot. I thought I was just pondering and having epiphanies, but really it was my soul speaking to me. My soul, the divine, speaking to me, feeding me wisdoms and understandings about myself, about reality, about life. And I thought I was just having epiphanies, epiphanies. I just thought I was having epiphanies. Oh, what if this? What if that? I was like, I had an epiphany. I remember I stated out loud, I was like, it must be really difficult for multicultural people because of the different lineages and bloodlines of dysfunction and like battles and war. Because the different lineages of culture have different plights. So it's like, it must be really difficult for multicultural people to have the different plights, like maybe plights piled up on the inside, through the blood, through the energy. I was like, that must be really difficult. And then I just ended it. I'm sure things manifested from me speaking, because whenever we incantate, we're assisting with creating reality. But I kind of brushed it off. I was like, I pondered it a little bit. Full circle moment, alert, alert. Full circle moment, alert, alert. The full circle moments are really beautiful. And I remember these things because my soul will be like, remember when you said this? That was me speaking to you. That was me speaking to you, Or the Galactic Federation will be like, that was us speaking to you, trying to remember you into this. And then, other dimensions of myself, hey, I was trying to remember you into this. Full circle moment, alert, alert. Galactic Federation is an overseeing faction within the universes. They assist with keeping peace, balance, and harmony within universal creation. Whenever we incarnate into any experience on any planet or any realm, there are federations like the Galactic Federation of Light that assist our souls with our sojourns, so that we don't get lost, we don't get like irreparable damage to our souls, trauma that's just like, baby, your soul, ooh, so we don't get lost in the sauces of creation. So the Galactic Federation is like, hey, I was trying to remember you into this wisdom, to this knowledge. I'm being guided to say this. We are in what the Galactic Federation terms as a colony. And there are infinite colonies within galactic creation. Humanity of planet Earth, we're in a colony of existence. You can think of it as like, in elementary school or grade school, when we created the little ecosystem in the bottle with the different plants and maybe some bugs or something, we're in an ecosystem or a colony within creation where we're in a garden of colonies. And I'm getting the reference, and I've channeled this reference before. The Versailles Garden has it's one garden, but it has many different beds of flowers or variations. So we're one colony in a garden of colonies, and every colony has a different variable switch from the next colony. So the colony maybe like 7 dimensions, 3 quadrants to the left of the Big Dipper, take right at Orion. I'm really joking, but it's really funny. The colony over there, right? They might be just like their energetic makeup, their evolutionary status, their evolutionary journey comparable to ours, but they might have in their periodic table, or the elements on their planet might have an element that we don't have on our planet, right? So it's just a little shift in the colony to see how those little variations change the evolution of the species, of the ecosystem of the colony. So we're one colony in a bevy of colonies, likened to the Versailles Garden, a beautiful garden. And there are many gardens in creation with the colonies that have slight variable shifts to chart and perceive evolution. Because all of these colonies, all the space, all the time, all the energy, it's the divine or God learning about itself. Everything is really one energy learning about itself, or we're learning about ourselves. We're Shekinah, we're the Most High, learning about ourselves to what? Create more evolution, growth, joy, wisdoms, experience, evolution. So I got the epiphany when I was younger. I was like, it must be really difficult for multicultural people because of the many energetic bloodline plights internally, baby, going at it. I'm a multicultural woman. I have African Americans, Native American, Cherokee, my great grandmother, Cherokee, as well as European ancestry in this lifetime, right? So I've been healing this because we're coming, the prophecy, the no death, no disease, no war, no famine prophecy, a mass awakening human culture of planet Earth. We're being welcomed back into galactic creation consciously. There are many dimensions on our planet that are quite aware that we're a galactic civilization and that we're galactic citizens, that have the oversight, that have oversight guidance through the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation, again, are beings, dimensions, universes, species, energies, divine white light energy, all the divine in many dimensions that helps orchestrate galactic creation. So we have this overseeing faction called the Galactic Federation looking over our colony, right, helping guide us into evolution. And all of the beings don't look like us. They don't look like us. They're different species, races, all the things. So I've been working through this for a while. With all of our lives, we've been working through this because how we live our lives assists towards the evolution of not only all of human culture, not only all of planet Earth, but all of galactic creation, our galaxy, the universe, the galactic creation. So the differences in race and appearance that we have in just our human culture, less known other species of beings, intelligent beings. All things are intelligent. We just communicate and have different types of consciousnesses. Other beings and species and races of star beings or extraterrestrials or interdimensionals or divine presence, we have to allow ourselves to grow up. in the way that we understand any triggering by any perceived difference in our reality. It's truly an internal battle. Internal battles that I've been working through consciously for a couple of years, a few years. And we all do it subconsciously, because that's why our energies are here, to help grow and evolve and create evolution. We have to grow up and align with our divine wisdoms and make decisions that are more aligned with the maturation of the understanding that all things are one. Allow ourselves to relax into love or our multidimensionality. We cannot be star beings, star races fighting amongst ourselves. We're truly one energy. We can't be a galactic species and expect to travel the stars and interplanetary colonization and learn from our star brethren and star sisterin if we can't get it together on our own planet. If we can't get it together on our own planet, we got to get it together on our own planet. Everything in our reality is a mirror to the energy in which we hold on the inside. I actually was able to perceive how my past life, I was a white woman. And truly the white woman and Ashley sitting right here have 0 degrees of separation. The black, white, Puerto Rican, Native American, we're one energy. But let's break it down and let's heal our roots where we perceive differences. I was able to perceive my past life, I was a white woman. And I didn't like black people. So guess what? My next lifetime, Ashley-Nicole Phillips, I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. And I was able to crack this code or understand myself and perceive it and receive divine evolution, spiritual growth, alignment with more my limitless nature, soul gifts activated, DNA activations, extra sensory perception activations, multidimensionality activations. And it really because my whole journey, I authored books. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are? Sit down. We're going to show you. I'm going to cry. It's okay. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are? Sit down. We're going to write some books to you to help you remember. That's why I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. The 3rd part, My Other Half, a 3-part book series. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it at the end. I just need to bring it up because it's pertinent in this moment. So my soul's like, hey, Ashley, write these books. We need, you forgot who you are. We need to tell you who you are. I wrote, it's like, you are love. You are love. Or self-acceptance. 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 The words that we perceive in our reality are the words that go on the inside. Just because my body is no longer incarnated, my energy is no longer manifested as a white woman, that doesn't make me any less of that white woman as this black woman. The energy is one. And I was fighting with myself. I grew up not liking myself, looking for love in all the wrong places. Why, Ashley? Because I was out of balance internally. Why, Ashley? Because this was my cocoon, or energies that I incarnated to rectify. The last lifetime, I'm racist, I'm a bigot, all the things. Okay, guess what? You're going to be a black woman in your next life. And learn to love yourself. Every part of yourself. The black woman that you are, and the white woman that hated the black woman that you are. Learn about both sides of yourself. And love yourself. And garner wisdom to help grow and evolve yourself, your reality, and all things. This is the case for every human being. The things that you say you hate, you don't like, these are paradigms that were your best preference, your favorite preferences in your past lifetimes or your other multidimensional experiences, because everything is truly happening at once. This is who you were in a different dimension. This is the thing you love to do in a different dimension. All is one. In order to be healthy and well and garner our promised land, all denominations, all religions, all cultures, our promised lands are our remembrance that we're one with all things. Our promised lands are our tangible, tandem relationship with the divine. to garner the wisdoms, which equal the power or the divine creator energy to project our promised lands, to be our promised lands, balance, wellness, joy, peace, and manifest the realities that mirror the balance, joy, wellness, peace. Doing this allows us to be open to dimensions of ourselves beyond the human race. Because we've not only been humans, we've been other beings in other star systems, other planets, other dimensions. We are other beings in other stars, in other star systems, and other dimensions, and other planets, and other places, other universes, other galaxies. And our ability to open up to our hearts, relax into love, relax into our multidimensionality is not only pertinent, but we deserve it. We deserve it. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready to lead realities, manifest realities that reflect a more abundant paradigm that matches our existential nature. Coming out of our box of limitation in the masses, because there are many factions, governmental forces, dimensions of our planet that are quite aware of these things. And these dimensions of our government have been trickling out disclosure, declassifying documents for a while. But we would ignore it, and we didn't take it serious as a human culture because that's just where we were. And now we're here where we're all having bouts of satori or spontaneous spiritual awakening. And whenever you awaken, whenever this alignment, whenever this content, Kingdom Things podcast, or the energy messages align with the understandings of who you're coming to know yourself to be, or who you always knew you were, but you just weren't sure, or what you're hearing internally, your own Giriguru or soul space, or Giriguru meaning leading teacher, spiritual teacher. Your soul is your leading spiritual teacher. Whatever you're hearing internally, understand whenever you come into alignment with the understanding that you're more than limitation, you're more than lack, you're more than poverty, you're more than suffering, you're more than worry, you're more than stress, you're more than anxiety, you're more than depression. And that you're worthy to lead a life and be a galactic being, a galactic citizen, an expanded consciousness being of creation. The information is here. It's been present for a while. And I'm grateful to have been, catalyzed down my journey to offer Kingdom Things podcast as a resource as we all awaken to our existential, interdimensional, limitless nature. So today we are going to be channeling, again, we're going to be channeling Galactic Federation of Light, Pleiadian Council of Highlight, Aresh Kagal, Anu, and Lil Enki. Now, Aresh Kagal, Anu, and Lil Enki, they are Sumerian gods and goddesses. They said they'll introduce themselves. They said they will introduce themselves. And let's go ahead and get into the channel. I am going to transcendentally channel. So I will sit back, close my eyes, and the beings, energies will speak through myself. This is one of the innate gifts that we truly all have, as our existence is a channel. We're receiving waveforms or energies that transmit through our brains, that give us ideas, that we take on as personalities or creative endeavors, creative expression, and this is all channeling. So I transcendental channel within the podcast, and that's what we're going to go ahead and get into. I want to thank you for joining this Kingdom Things podcast transmission. Like if you're watching on YouTube, as well as subscribe, follow if you're watching on Spotify, as well as share the content to help proliferate the Kingdom Things podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. Let's get into the channel. Is anybody home? Questions we've all had for years, we've had for millennia. Where is the human being of planet Earth? Consciousness sunken. And now we are awakening. Aresh Kagal of Sumerian pantheon. goddess of the underworld, your world, as you've been sunken in consciousness underneath the bedrock of the plight of galactic colonization. You see, your story is one that has many dimensions. Your story is one that has many dimensions. As you, dear human being of planet Earth, are a species within the span of existence that spawns from many timelines of reality, amalgamating, coming together to create humanity. The one thing in common, Ashley has channeled this before within her podcast, she'll link it below in the description. The one thing in common every human being of planet Earth has is the indoctrination of your DNA with Annunaki, sky people from Nibiru, planet in your solar system, in which you term Planet X, that arrives within your atmosphere every 3,000 years to remind you energetically of your karmic ties to the Annunaki, sky people of the planet Nibiru, in which you call Planet X. Thank you, Ashley, for remembering. The celestial tide karmic patterning would have circled around at this time in existence and once again enslaved humanity into the consciousness that reflected an inactive 12-strand DNA, divine DNA, quantum DNA, celestial DNA, into slumber, rest, the opposite of Satori. Ashley remembered, or rather she got a divine revelation from Spirit, from the great I Am, from the great central sun. To remember is to be released from bondage. To remember is to transcend karmic patternings. To remember is to release your soul from patterns of seclusion, patterns of exclusion, patterns of exclusion from your galactic heritage, from the patterns of exclusion from the remembrance of your galactic heritage. Your DNA has been turned on, switched back on. I've been Ashley-Nicole of the Sumerian Pantheon, Annunaki of Nibiru. Thank you, Ashley. We are glad we allowed you to begin the transmission. I am an ambassador within the Galactic Federation of Light. We were to begin the transmission, and Reshkagal insisted on beginning the transmission. We are glad and guarantee success of this request to the etheric presence of the great I Am. Humanity, you have been granted your stay in creation. You have been granted your green cards, if you will. An infinite passage, an infinite visa into galactic citizenship. Thank you, Ashley. We have been the Galactic Federation of Light, and we bid you blessings and adieu. I'm back. I am Anu. I had a conversation with Ashley telepathically a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and she didn't believe who I am. I am Anu. She wanted to subdue who I am. I am Anu. Humanity, your romanticism of galactic beings as if we don't have personalities, as if we don't have egos, as if we don't have traits beyond civility, is wrong. We do understand we are in a time of creation where we are all to dig deep and make our ancestors proud. Our universe stems from a universe of beings that epitomize utopia, balance, wellness. And we will strive to make our ancestors proud. I am Anu. Thank you, Ashley. We meet again. Ashley has channeled me before. I'll have her link the channeling of her podcast with myself, Enki, below. I told her, you don't perceive me in the best of light on your planet. You don't have the greatest things to say about me on your planet. And I receive these understandings even in dimensions well beyond your understanding of dimensionality. I can perceive what you say about me, dear humanity. And I understand what you say about me, dear humanity, is all well. Because what I contribute to reality are my contributions to contributors, why I exist, to contribute what it is that I exist to reality, irregardless of what any other dimension of existence has to say about what I came into existence to experience and to be. I exist and I experience and I am who I am to contribute to the I am. I'm going to have Ashley put her feet up because we will have a heart-to-heart. And Lil, come join me. Hello, I am Enlil of Sumerian Pantheon. Thank you, Enlil. You are welcome. Ashley was not expecting this, but this is what has to be done, as Enlil is my brother. I am Enki. And Lil speaking once again, we came to your planet, dear humanity, to colonize, to assist with seeding the race of beings called you, humanity. You were ape people when we arrived. And I say ape people. I'm being guided to be more scientific for your understandings. You were Neanderthals when we arrived. You were in your Neolithic Neanderthal ancestral state of beingness when we arrived on the planet. We came here to colonize, dear humanity. Yes, we did. I am Enki speaking once again. We came to colonize. We did live existence. We didn't tuck our tails. We didn't run from who we are. We didn't run from our evolution. Did we do other things? We lived life. Regardless of the life that we lived, what you have, what you perceive, dear humanity, in your current consciousness state, about how we perceive life, your ability to exist is an effect of how we live life when we came to your planet to colonize. Yes, I am Enlil. Yes. We fought, we battled, we warred. It's a long-stemming saga of creation, not just galactic. And every time we fought, we warred. Every time we are the I am, we are contributing towards evolution. Yes, Enki speaking. We are contributing towards evolution. Ashley noticed the dysfunction of our story, the Sumerian Pantheon. Yes, and Lil speaking, she did. And it made her leery about this channeling. It made her leery about her own existence because she understands that. Yes, she understands, Enki speaking once more. She understands that every step of creation, every story in creation contributed towards her evolution, her own existence. Yes, I am Enlil speaking. She understands this in a way that she learns and grows herself in order to be more spiritually aware. A mature spiritual practitioner that can, yes, I am Enki speaking, oscillate between different dimensions of existence, of energy, of herself, of dimensionality, to deliver this message to welcome you home, humanity. Yes, in those speaking, I say welcome home. We came to your planet, Inky speaking, once again to colonize, to help, and Lil speaking once again to help expedite your evolution, Inky speaking once again, the evolution of the human being of planet Earth, and Lo speaking once again through the ancient Sumerians of Mesopotamia, a new point of personal inquiry. We didn't unplug your 12-strand DNA. We gave you 12-strand DNA. The Pleiadian High Council of Light would like to interject with a point of personal inquiry. Yes, the Annunaki of Nibiru gifted the human being of planet Earth across every timeline of this ascension cycle, of this creation of reality, of your humanity. As each human being, you exist in parallel realities in which you perceive as one reality. Give yourselves a break. Give yourselves a break. You're multidimensional beings living as if you are in a linear, stringent, stark, rigid paradigm of existence. When truly your different preferences, your different perceptions, your different ideologies, your different ways of being are all happening simultaneously within different dimensions of creation. The one thing you have in common are the Annunaki of Nibiru indoctrinating your DNA with 12-strand DNA or galactic divine presence. For the time that you remembered, you evolved to a state where you could go inside of yourselves, look inside of yourselves, and remember that you are divine. Remember that you are infinite dimensions of a limitless creation having an experience in order to release yourself of the karmic patterning of amnesia to the fact that you're limitless and activate into divine humans. You have done it. We have been the Pleiadians of the High Council of Light. And we say thank you, Ashley. Thank you to your podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast. Thank you, humanity. Thank you, Galactic Federation of Light. Thank you, Arish Kagal. Thank you, Anu. Thank you, Inky. Thank you, Enel. And Lil. Thank you, and Lil. Blessings and good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are experiencing this transmission. Thank you, Ashley. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Normally I would just stop after that, after this experience. But my soul said, express yourself, baby. I was not expecting this. I do know, because I've been saying it, that I'm up in my spiritual practice, because I'm remembered into my limitless nature. But like upping my spiritual practice and sharing it with the world. Whoa. Let me hug myself and breathe. And take a break. We're going to be right back. We're going to be right back.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atum's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I need no stake to the cause. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
Due to this divine wisdom, remembrance. Our wife and his wife.